I want to be the Joker and be like, and here we
go.
Now, this being a hard logic seed, these guys are going to be able to do things in, logically different than normal, but they already have their routes planned, so we're going to see probably everybody do different things, which is going to be super exciting. I have no idea what's going to happen, so this could be really fun.
Indeed, as everyone's making their early runs here into Hyrule, as you would expect. And as you can, if you see the trackers, they do have the crystals and pendants already marked out on the tracker here for us here. So we already know exactly what items are, what pendants and stuff of that. And we've already got a good idea of where some of the early items are. So you're going to be seeing, like, for example, already early mushroom there. Now, I promised my co-com here that I'm not going to be spoiling the locations because he's keeping this himself in the dark. But I know where things are.
I'm just going to say Bressingham looks like he's the wrong color Samus.
Might be using a custom sprite. I think they finally did start incorporating that a little.
Ooh, tier 3 triple was red rubies. And it looks like
Very
Outrageous
nice.
is going straight for a hula. So money's going to be important.
Yep, we got Uncle holding the sword. Getting our first sword here. Kind of a Nella, basically. Just minus the shield.
Bull. Who rolled this? All right. And an energy tank right next door. That's always good. Energy tanks are nice, especially early. Bressingham heading straight for Blind's hut with no bombs, so he obviously knows that there's something not back there, or he knows he's going to get bombs down.
Either way, he's expecting something big out of this play.
It's not the kind of bombs I was looking at.
I believe. There it is, Magic Cape.
Having Magic Cape that high on your priority list makes me think that he's going to need it soon, which makes me believe that it's going to be an agony.
Yeah, there's a possibility of that. Got a lot of early power bombs here, which is actually really good in all things considered. And Apathy actually doing a trick that you don't normally see, pulling the portrait in order to get some free money and get 40 rupees, I believe, from that. So a lot of our runners getting some very early power bombs here.
All right, sorry, I had a toddler problem. Now, what's going on here? What did I miss? Anything? Anything good? Anything good happen?
Nothing major. Nothing too major here. We're just trying to get everyone caught up to speed on the streams here.
Yeah, I see the syncing.
Up.
I see the syncing going. I mean, syncing as synchronizing rather than syncing ship.
Although we'll be dealing with that later, of course.
Chat, does that make my volume better? Did I change anything that helps with you guys? Because I saw some issues there, and I want to make sure I'm good.
All right. The ever-talented Miss Metroid, one working behind the scenes, also helping to make sure everything sounds good, and she's confirming you sound just fine.
Yay! So all four runners. Sorry, there's 4 of them here, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. They're all making a big play on that cape. The cape speaks volumes. That's saying that it's gonna be necessary.
Well, maybe, but they also might just be able to see it, like, they know it's there, and, you know, they have it prepped up. And they also got an early shovel, gonna be checking that out, getting some supers.
Super missiles are nice early game, especially when you don't know if you're gonna get charged or not in your...
Again, what these runners had at least a good 25 minutes to look over the spoiler log so they can get an idea of where everything is, and that helps them plan their route. Oh, we got a chicken clip here on Outrageous side, and it's kind of giving them some trouble there.
That chicken was almost as bad as a dead rock.
You can see we found Spazer over here on Apathy Duck over on the top of the well. Oh, I'm giving a little present there to Sahasala. Though I don't know why he did that because, well, there's the morph ball.
That's a nice present to have in the back. Now, that being said, I was going to go see the 3 pendants we have. We have green pendant on Tower of Hera, and then a blue pendant, or, well, blue or red pendant on Pod and Mire, which is kind of nice because both of those dungeons kind of stink.
And while you were commenting on that, Maximum Barnage just finished up Mini Moldorn Cave, and we found both bow and plasma beam hiding.
An early plasma beam makes this game a lot easier.
That is true. Now, Bressing taking that early morph ball, and he's going right into Super Metroid. So this should be interesting to see how he takes what he does with it. He's going right for Terminator.
He didn't even bother to go get the plasma beam beforehand, so there must be something of extraordinary value down this way as well. He's going straight to Bryn. Like, he's just saying, forget criteria, I'm out.
He's got power bombs and he's got morph ball, and I can, again, without spoiling much, I actually do know this is a good route considering what is waiting for him over here.
I mean, he's got 15 power bombs already, which is a huge thing to be able to do, you know, that for mobility purposes without having morph ball bombs. That's
absolutely.
Now energy tanks and ooh,
Pegasus boo.
Speedy boo. Time to go fast.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. He's gonna head up to Mock Supers up here. Finds himself another sword. He hasn't gotten a sword upgrade. He hasn't been to Uncle, so we know now. We know where Master Sword's hiding.
Okay, so maybe that cape was not as beneficial as I thought it was.
I think it was just convenience because they were going to have to go that way anyway for a couple other things, so they figured might as well grab that.
Could help later on, especially if you plan on doing a masterless or a, you know, Master Sword serverless cannon or something.
Looks like Maximum Barnage going to make an early play into Eastern Palace. He has the bow. He can full clear this, and Bressing finding Ice Beam as well.
Very nice. So that's going to be Ice Plasma. Man, we're doing... Well, we got bow, we got sword. We might as well clear Eastern while we're here, and we get some more power bombs.
Yep. And it is a crystal, so this makes sense. And we got flippers there for Bressing over in the Etikun.
He's getting all the footwear.
Like I said, he saw the log. He saw that there was a lot of good items in Brinstar, so he's like, I know where the morph ball is. I'm getting that. I'm going straight there, grabbing that stuff. That's the beauty of this. Like, we're used to the randomizer being about, you know, the added adaptability of not knowing where the items are and trying to plan and guess where the logic is taken. But in this case, it's going to be about pure execution and routing. This is where we're going to see these runners at their focus on skill, because they know where things are. Now they have to decide what's going to be the most efficient way to take this route. What's going to be the most efficient route to run? Is he finds Spring Ball as well. Just so many good items here in Brinstar.
Totally good route here, and it's those kind of routing decisions where he just took several shots at the waterway. I wonder why. But seeing them know what where they're headed is a totally different feeling than it is with the clueless wandering of obtaining items normally. So this is actually a really awesome way to see things in a different. Be careful with them side hoppers; they can kill you real quick.
And Apathy over in Red Tower getting nearer.
And as I said, there would be a lot of divergence depending on which way the runners feel more comfortable.
Oh, and I didn't even see this from Bressing, but someone call Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane!
Wow. He just hit the treasure trove of stuff. Barnage making his way through the dark room in the back of Eastern.
Yeah, he's the only one still in Link to the Past right now.
Bressingham just got his high jump boost too, so he's got all the footwear. All of it.
Absolutely. It's kind of crazy right now. Again, Bressing, he planned this out. He's like, there are so many good items here, I could take this and run with it.
No pun intended. Barnage about to take down the Armless Knights. He's got 20 arrows, so hopefully he sticks all the shots. They can be killed with other weapons, but it's not that efficient.
No, the Armless Knights it's you know, if you've got bow and especially if you got silvers, that is very helpful. And we're gonna get our first look at Kraid here. Is Apathy gonna get the gonna want to take him to the prom? Yep, he's going to the prom.
You know, sometimes the big guy just wants to dance. Everybody deserves a dance.
That takes down Kraid, gets space jump for his trouble. That's certainly a good call.
So there's our Canfly.
Yeah, again, all of our runners, since they know where all these items are, they are able to just go for it. You know, they'll grab some small lesser items like missiles. You know, some missile upgrades, super missiles, power bombs, stuff like that if they need them. But they're gonna route and like how can they get as few items as possible and stick to just the progression items and have just enough to finish what they need.
Bressingham's attempting to do a spring ball clear of the
Yeah. Is he trying to do CWJ? Oh no, spring ball and not cross there. Oh, almost got it that.
So he's got to have his eyes set on something over in the wreck ship, obviously, because he's going there
most
before
likely.
anything else.
That's another cool thing is you can see runners decided to make now that they know there's certain items in certain locations, they're going to go to those locations and do tricks that they normally wouldn't risk doing because they don't know if it's worth it. Here, they know if something's worth it. So if he's doing this, he knows there's something in wreck ship because of that spoiler log.
He's looking like he really wants to go there too, because he's really trying to get the CWJ or the spring ball jump, whichever one he's more proficient at.
Yeah, he's having trouble though. It's a tricky move.
It's not. Yeah,
we got Lamp here for Apathy. Got Lamp over there on Apathy. Yeah, no dark rooms for Apathy.
And a nope tank. A nope tank he says yes to. I'm seeing a lot of energy tanks being picked up.
Well, they do need at least a few. You want at least, at minimum, you need at least 4 to finish the game if you feel confident enough to take on Mother Brain with that little of energy. If you want to do If you want to do stand-up glitch, then you need a little bit more than that, but still.
Bressingham did make the jump, so now he's falling back into the water and having to start over. That Ripper knocked him out of the perch, knocked him out of his jump.
Yeah. High jump boost makes this a little bit easier, but it's designed for you to have it grapple beam, and obviously they do not have that.
Nor do I.
Oh,
really see them getting
Apathy taking a death.
Oh, press F to pay respects, guys.
Yeah, and Super Metroid, taking a death in Super Metroid is not fun.
He did save though. Was this before or after Kraid?
I think this might have been after. Yeah, I think he lost his Kraid.
He still has base jump.
Oh, maybe he didn't. Okay, maybe he did keep his Kraid kill, because yeah, he's still doing space jump. No, he got that from Kraid. Okay, so Kraid kill's still in.
So he did something that was a good risk, but is he trying to do a ice beam run with one energy?
No, he's going for Crumble Tower. And meanwhile, we didn't. We were distracted there, but Bressingham had picked up Power Glove over in Wreck's ship.
Oh, okay. He wanted that wave.
Yeah, Apathy wanted that wave beam. I think he's gunning for full beam at this rate.
Hey, why not?
Or at the very least, he wants to set up some microwave strats, because we've got plasma. If they know where X-ray is, that might be helpful.
Especially if it's in a location that is not completely out of the way, like Shaktul or somewhere crazy like.
Meanwhile, Bressing taking on Fantoon doesn't have much power. He doesn't have much energy, ammo right now, so he's gonna have to be very careful with his missiles. But he can get more by killing those blue flames.
Fantoon is a pain in the butt.
Yep.
There's a pretty good Doppler there, though.
And no, Outrageous now taking on Kraid. See if he can get the quick kill. Yeah, he's going to the prom. How many quick kills going on here tonight? That's a rare treat.
That is, I would venture a guess to say that the quick kill is not very easy to do.
Plus, I don't think they have enough supers to pull it off. Like, you need at least, you'd probably need at least a good, like, even though you don't need exactly 10 supers, it would probably be better to do it when you have around 10 to 15 supers. You could just spam.
Down goes the big guy for another dead Kraid. And he'll be picking up his space jump as Barnage picks up his fast and some health. And more health. Look at that. Look at all that health. All these energy tanks. Maybe Various Suit is in a hell run somewhere.
You realize how hard it is not to tell you whether or not that's actually true or not?
Hey man, that's the best part. You got the person knowledge, man. I know. Great. Everything's a surprise for me.
Ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Except in the Matrix.
Very true. I like what Chet's saying right there, yeah.
I mean, it's not bad logic. I'm glad somebody decided to follow me, because I have no idea what's going on. Like I never do, which is great. This is just a standard race for me, you know? I like having that kind of fun stuff. I do. What kind of sprite is Bressingham using? Is that a Metroid, or is that a Metroid from another game? A Samus from another?
No, I think it's just a recolor, because it looks like it's just the helmet that's recolored to like a bluish green.
Oh, the hammer!
Oh, in that room of all places, that is evil.
That's pretty mean.
That is very mean.
Samus palette from Hyper Metroid. Gotcha. I don't know
Thank
what
you,
that
chat.
is, but cool.
Hyper Metroid's a ROM hack.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a Super Metroid ROM hack. I've seen clips of it.
I've been seeing a lot of Super Metroid Impossible lately, and that's terrifying.
Well, we could thank GDQ for that.
He got into the
Shout out.
Spiker Room of Death. Now he has to get. Oh.
Oh
Dang,
no,
there it
that's the hard part of Spiky Room of Death is that if there is an item there, not only do you have to go through that to get to it, but you have to also go back. And if you die on any part of that run, you got to do it all over again. And with the hammer there, you can't ignore that. You can't just skip it and say screw it. You need that hammer. It's a required item. So guess what? You going back.
The Spiker Room of Death is called that for a reason.
Absolutely. Is Apathy now taking on Fantoon? Meanwhile, Laradris now working his way through Death Mountain. Going to pick up the old man now that he's got his... And the hard part for Bressing is that he's got only about 194 health right now. So he's going to be very careful when he gets back to that spiky room. Everything before and after is fine. It's just that one room.
I believe those spikes do like, what, 100 damage per hit or some crazy amount like that in those suits?
So he can really only take one hit.
It's 2 he takes? 200? That's obnoxious.
And now here's where he messed up last time. He fell into the water and got hit by those spikes, and that didn't give him much health. But this time it looks like he's got it figured out. He should be fine.
If it does 2 E-tanks worth of damage, he got less than 2 E-tanks worth of health.
Yeah, he can't take any hits in that spiky room as he works his way out.
Oh,
and Apathy, he got...
Thing.
He didn't do it right, and he's going to take... Oh, that's cutting it close. He cannot take any more hits. Oh! Fantoon not playing nice tonight.
Now, the thing about the spoiler log is they know where they're going, but that's going to make them take more risks because they want to get their fat.
Exactly what I was talking about.
He hasn't saved since the ship. Did he really lose any progress? Not.
I think he just lost his... I think he saved before going to wreck ship, so that's the only progress he lost. So at most he lost his power glove, but he can get that right back on the way. As Bressing now makes it through Spiky Room, he's saved his power. He saved his
hammer.
He's now saved that hammer. Sorry, blanked there for a minute.
Yeah,
so he is safe.
Man.
I'm not looking at it 24/7 now. Come on. I mean, if I did, there's like 4 runners in 4 very different locations right now. It's gonna be very hard to keep track of where everyone's at and what items are available. But yeah, they will be taking a lot more risks because in this scenario, they know where all the junk items are. So they're gonna, they're only gonna grab what they absolutely need and not, pick up a whole bunch of extra health and ammo because like, I know that's there. I don't need it. I'm gonna skip it. So you're gonna see a lot more risky play.
Ray just went out of his way into the red tower to pick up a shield, which is interesting because shields really don't have a lot of value.
Yeah, that's something I would have not expected a runner to go out of their way for.
Ooh, there's a fire rod in Wreck Ship as well. So Wreck Ship's got some stuff. Barnage currently fighting the space elephant ghost thingy, while Happy the Duck's making his way.
I think Fantoon's actually supposed to be more of a squid, if his design in Other M is to be believed.
I always call him the ghost of Argus because he looks like Argus.
Exactly, he's got that kind of look to him.
That's a good kill for Barnage on him. That was very nice.
To answer question, chat, no, there is not a new logic. What we are dealing with here is a hard mode spoiler run, meaning these guys got access to the spoiler log before the race, so they know where everything is. That's why they're able to do what they're doing.
I wish I could say they were all galaxy braining the crap out of this seed, but no, they know where everything is. I don't, which is the cool part, because I get to be surprised when things go the way they do.
Yep. And I'm on the opposite end. I actually have looked at the spoiler log because I like to be in control of things. I am a bit of a control freak. I will freely admit this.
No, never would have seen that.
Now it's Apathy's turn to take on the big squid, and he takes him down really quickly. And we got Speed Booster for Bressing.
Bressingham is about to make himself take his way into the gravity suit area, and the Chozo bowling, which must have something nice too, unless that's the only way. Which I don't think it is, because I believe there's crumble blocks in the floor to the left of him that can fall through and get out.
Yeah, if he was gonna get out, he would have gotten out by now. He's looking for something. And again, I know what. I know exactly what he's doing.
He's taking cautious. He's being very cautious here. I like it.
Yeah. I think he's getting a little gun shy after what happened in Spiky Room.
Can you blame him? I mean, if you die, it's like, I don't want to do that again.
Exactly. No.
None of your opponents have died yet, so you're behind. That's the way you're thinking.
Plus, he needs enough health to get to this Spike Room here, which he does very well thanks to the Speed Booster and a Mock Ball. Barnage now working to pick up his hammer here. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Apathy made it through the Spiky Room of Death very cleanly. He just has to make it out as cleanly. Because he ain't got the spare health that other people had.
No, he doesn't. He has about as much health max as Bressing had going in earlier. In fact, both of our runners have that problem. Maximum Barnage now working his way out as well. But
Bressingham's headed towards Wreck Ship Reserve and picked up a reserve tank along the way. That's convenient.
yeah, but what's over here in Wreck Ship Reserve? Why would he go out of his way for this? Oh, I know. Gravity suit.
Yeah, I figured that would be something useful back there if he was going all the way out of the way for that. Gravity's nice, not required, but it's not.
Just means no suitless Meridia for anyone tonight.
Ooh, Apathy almost died coming out of there.
Yeah, Maximum Barnage almost struggling a little bit there, but they both make it out of Spiky Room of Death. They are both probably breathing a big sigh.
Bressingham is bailing. He's going somewhere else now.
And Outrageous now finally able to take down Fantoon.
And the ghost of Argus lives no more. Unless somebody dies. I'm gonna knock on wood for that one. I don't want to be commentary cursing anybody today. They already know what's going on. I can't make it worse.
Well, you can always make it worse. You just choose not to. Alright, Bressing now working his way down back to the Red Tower. He's probably going to be heading over to Kraid because he hasn't finished out. He hasn't killed Kraid yet. It's only him and Barnage haven't done that yet. Plus, he's got to get a couple items here, like that mirror that's waiting for him.
Yeah, gotta make a stop by Alpha Power Bombs first. I did not see him. I think he skipped the Red Tower room that had the shield in it because wants a shield.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that anyone picked up that.
I mean, not only was it out of the way, but it's like, unless you get all three or at least two of them, they're not that useful. Except fighter's shields, crap.
Truth be told, I think unless you're going for Mirror Shield, there's really no reason to pick up any shields at all. So maybe he thinks he can get all. Answer your question, chat. Plasma was in mini Moldorm cave. Of course, Bressing did not pick up Wave Beam earlier, so he is having to use missile strats to open up that wave gate.
Bressingham flew through Green Hill Zone like it was nothing.
That speed booster really showing its worth, and he's heading to Waterway, it looks like.
Yeah, this is what he shot earlier. This is what he showed his distaste for earlier. So this must be something really important.
Yeah.
Not only did he get speed booster, but he also got gravity to make it even easier to do.
Yeah, he's going to just run right through this. This is how you're supposed to do it normally anyway.
Ooh,
Moon Pearl!
Mean.
Oh.
That's so mean.
That is cruel and unusual punishment right.
Well, he's got Dark World access. And he's the first of our runners to do so.
Yeah, he does.
Which
Well, the
puts
others
my
won't be too
entire
far behind.
my Agaseed theory completely out the window.
Yeah, it's pretty much dead.
Unless there's something on Lumberjack, but at this point, they
Oh,
don't
oh.
do it, so.
Outrageous.
Oh!
Oh!
That's rough. Bressingham trying to do the wave gate glitch here, the super missile. This one's actually pretty easy. I've been able to do that with a couple. And if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I suck at this game.
Oh, he's picking up a blue potion.
Blue potion's nice, plus sick kit opening. That's 2 items, or an extra bonus. Whatever. One would think that a space jump would make the spiky room of death very easy, but maybe not.
That's why they put the spikes on the ceiling so you couldn't cheese it like that. If there wasn't any spikes on the ceiling, Space Jump would make that a cakewalk.
Yeah, but they wouldn't expect you to have space jump at that point, so why did they make it so bad anyway? There's no way the developers could have thought in 30 years, when we have all the ability to do what we do, that we'd be doing crap like this. But he does have a much easier time getting out of there. I suppose that's true, chat. I suppose. I don't know as much as I should.
We'll never truly know what have the developers planned for any of this stuff. Maybe not so much for randomizers, but sequence breaking and getting through stuff like that. Yeah, I could see them kind of suspect.
The duck is going all the way through the gauntlet, so there's possibly something back here that could be useful. Or he just finds it to be easier to go this way. One of the two. And that acid, even in a gravity suit, that stuff hurts.
Yep.
What do we find?
Swag dead.
It's not as important as I would have assumed it was going to be. Unless he plans on catching some fairies later so he doesn't die.
Oh, certainly wouldn't hurt. That's only if he has an empty bottle.
Yeah, but if I get an empty bottle, I'd much rather have a blue potion in it, because then I don't have to worry about getting on the 8 orbs. I get all of them.
Brassic now going to take on Kraid. Be the third of our runners to do so. Meanwhile, Apathy now going to be picking up his boots.
Somebody's going to get the quick kill today. Come on, boys.
Nah, I don't see it being Bressing, and unless Maximum Barnage picks up any more supers along the way, I don't see him doing it either.
Oh,
Wow!
Pressing got
Prove
it.
me wrong, why don't you? Prove me wrong!
Mouth and insert foot.
Yeah, I have suffered from what I like to call foot and mouth disease. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, chat, he did stand Gup Cray. That was the rejection right there.
Yeah, that was an absolute rejection. That was more like a sit down. Red just headed for missiles in the sky. I definitely did not see if Bressingham went and got that, but...
Don't think he did, and I don't think there's anything up here. Nope. I'm getting the feeling LeRae just didn't get this far into the spoiler log.
Maybe he wants the money.
Could be true.
I accidentally clicked on the spoiler log in Discord, and it looks pretty confusing, so I'm glad I didn't open it. Chat's hoping the same thing I am. Charge and silvers. Once you get those, you don't have to worry about anything else. Although I would like to see butter. I like butter. I like butter a lot.
Well, I can tell you, I know where Charge Beam is.
You shh. Don't ruin it.
I'm not saying anything.
Apathy Duck's visiting the Decora?
Yeah, I think that was an accident. I don't think he intended to go to that.
Most people don't.
No. There's nothing there. It's not like the Etikun room where there actually is an item there. With the Decora, there's Decorum, there's nothing.
Even when you're playing through the game without knowing it's there, you don't mean to end up there, because all of a sudden, the floor opens up underneath.
That was kind of the point in the vanilla game, was it was supposed to, you're supposed to accidentally fall into that, so it'll teach you how to do Shine Sparks.
And Bressingham's headed down to the Crumble Tower to get his thingy. Wave beam. There we go.
Wave beam, yep.
Ice Wave Plasma. That's a huge amount of damage.
Yeah. Alright, just now gotta get his gravity suit.
Yeah, Moon Pearl being where it is in this season, if this wasn't a spoiler log, that would be really, really cool. Because it would have taken them a lot longer to get there.
Alright, Bressingham now heading into the Death Mountain area. Now with that hammer and mirror, he's going to be able to explore all of Death Mountain.
If he goes into Hera, that means there's something in there, because it's a green pendant. Or it could be something on the green pendant. Who knows?
No, chat, we've only found at most 2 sword upgrades. And he is going into Hera.
You act surprised like you didn't think he was going to do that.
Actually, in this case, I legit wasn't sure.
I don't think he was sure either, because he went to the basement knowing...
That's why. Grapple beam.
Just for grapple?
Yeah. Well, because it was so easy to get to. I mean, it was really right there on the front, on the lobby. You could just run and grab it and get out.
I suppose it does make, if you don't find, if charge beam's behind Dragon, that it does make it easier to kill Dragon, so. But this is all speculation, you know.
Well, bear in mind, if you're talking microwave, they also need X-ray for that.
True.
We don't know where, and you don't know where that is yet either.
That's very true, and I don't want to know.
But I also do know why Bressingham's going into Spiral Cave, because Titan's dead.
Those are nice, especially before doing the entirety of the dark or Eastern Death Mountain checks. Now we can do them all, especially with the mirror.
Man, it looks like he's gonna step outside and warp to Paradox Cave.
And Barnage had to take Kraid to the prom, so 3 out of 4 of our guys took him to a dance. That's impressive.
Pressing him down the bottom end of Paradox Cave finds, well, nothing much there.
Health is nice. B-tanks are nice. I believe that's like our 6th energy tank they've picked up so far in total from all of our runners.
Yeah.
Ooh, blue mail. That's nice.
That's probably what he was coming up here for. But he's gonna grab everything else just to be safe. Might as well, since he's right there.
Another energy tank. I mean, there's some more supers, so that's really nice. I didn't see anybody else pick up that second reserve tank over behind Kraid, but Barnage picked. Now Bressingham's making his way over to the Super Bunny chests.
Oh, and he got
loot.
There you go.
Ooh, now we can summon the duck. The bird will be the word. He's probably headed straight there from what it looks like.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's getting his flute ready. Yeah, he's gonna activate that flute immediately.
The flute's always a nice thing to have early because that just greatly improves your mobility in the over.
Indeed, and indeed he is activating his flute.
It almost makes me think that he's going to take that flute and go straight to Meyer.
It's a possibility, but for now, the goose is loose! Ah!
The duck is a muck. All hail the magic quail. Oh, he didn't go straight to Meyer.
No, he's heading to Mini Moldorm because he hasn't been there yet, and he knows what's waiting for him there. He knows the bow and plasma are there.
He wants his weapons. It's hard to say no to bow and plasma. Especially when they're so conveniently put next to each other.
I know, right? Bow's required anyway, and plasma is just a nice little bonus.
That was a nice double bomb kill with that leftmost mini Molders. They actually cooperated very well. He's got his flute ready again. Where's it going this time?
Now he's going to Meyer.
He can't enter Meyer unless the key is under the doormat, which is likely. Or he's going to go straight to Lower Norfair, which in this case he's going into Meyer shed, which means there's something here. Probably the key.
How about a hook shot?
It's one of the keys. Like, sort of. That's a demi key, half a key. Because if you didn't have boots, you kind of need that to get inside.
He's not going to Checkerboard Cave, but he's going to warp over to Agina.
Agina's got value. Napa the Duck's going to check hookshot cave.
A little early for that.
Without the hookshot?
You can only check one chest if he does that. But Blessing now has his red man.
Ooh. I believe Duck has realized he has made a mistake somewhere. Or he's just trying to figure out what he's gonna do. So Bressingham went and got the hook shot. Went and got his red mail. Oh, he's going a complete opposite direction where I thought he looked like he was headed straight for pod, and then he turns around and does a 180 and hits up for the castle.
You know, he's going to the cat. He hasn't been to Uncle yet. He's getting his Master Sword is what he's doing.
Smart.
Meanwhile, Outrageous over here in Meridia.
That's an early Meridia did. Ooh, there's another sword there. Crab Supers has our third sword.
He's gonna want that, especially if silvers are hard to get to.
Is he going into Mama Turtle room?
Yeah, looks like it.
Mama Turtle's got value. That's not the value I was hoping for, but that means there's going to be something nice up top. Okay.
No, he's just picking up some health and rupees is all he's getting. Huh.
Well, I guess.
Okay, even I'm surprised about that.
This is fair. I mean, you feel a little bit of safety there. Ooh, Maximum Barney's going for the hover strats and hookshot cave.
Oh, didn't think we'd be seeing this tonight.
Especially how easy the hookshot's to get. He could literally fly there and get it and then come back. We got one more shot. Okay, he's out.
Good effort. Have some steak.
Looks like Outrageous is headed straight for Dragon.
Aqueduct. Yeah, he's heading straight for Aqueduct at least. Oh, now Apathy's gonna try help.
What is going on here?
Right?
Hookshot's available, boys. Go get it.
You know where it is, I would assume. Oh, there's your charge beam. That's what they were. That's why they're trying to go for it. They want that charge beam. They want to get that charge beam as quickly as possible. Okay, that was clever. Hitting the bonk rock right as the duck grabbed him.
He's going down towards the south end of the Dark World, so he's probably going to check out Hype Cave, maybe. Unless Hype Cave has nothing like it normally.
Yeah.
Hype Cave's been the depressing cave lately.
Oh, check out Barn. Oh, Barnage was doing good, but he slipped. Yeah, this is why the
area.
Yes. So that means no hell runs tonight. At least not for Outrageous.
So the only really hard logic trick that was not even necessary because they could get space jump before they went into wreck ship. So far, there's been none.
It's got to be another easy hard mode seed.
I don't ever call these seeds easy because people get barky when you do that.
Yeah, true, but I'll be honest. I'm gonna call it like I see it. The calling it hard mode, like a truly hard mode seed is a very small percentage because odds are good you're gonna find Varia, you're gonna find Gravity, and you're gonna be able to find some kind of jump thing, either grapple beam or space jump, early enough that you're not gonna be dealing with a lot of the hard mode strats.
Ranger's taking on the famous Anaconda Botwoon. If he runs out of ammo, it's a soft lock because he doesn't have charge beam.
It's probably why he saved recently, because he wants to make sure he's prepared.
I don't know how many many shots it takes to kill him, but you can't afford to miss too many.
Looks like Barnage and Apathy finally accepted their fate, grabbing their flutes, and heading over to get their hook shots over in Myers. Some pretty decent shots there from Outrageous.
Oh, very well done. Running a little bit low.
Cut that a little close, but not good.
Big Box in chat giving me the statistics on Botswoon. Thank you. I knew you'd come through for me like you.
He's a good man. Good man. Ooh, Book of Medora. Admittedly, I didn't get a chance to really look at the Super Metroid side of the spoiler log, so some of this might still surprise me. But I know Link to the Past pretty much note for note. So now we got Barnage running through Desert, and we've got Bressing finishing up over here in Swamp.
Desert was boots locked, and he is skipping the drowned chests, going straight for the boss.
Yeah, he knows. I know for a fact there's nothing in Swamp. He is just going right to Argus.
By the way, guys, everybody's in go mode. Just in case you were wondering.
Yeah, in all technicality, yeah, we're already in. Because they already know where everything is, so they just go.
And we're not going to play the big key check guessing game, because some of y'all might been able to guess it already.
Yeah, it's only if they pull up the spoiler log themselves, so yeah, no guessing game tonight.
We don't need no stinking cheaters.
Even if because I could cheat, because I would cheat. I would be able to guess exactly what chest it is. You just listen for what I guess, and like, that's the. Or I could be a troll and just give you a wrong number and make you guys think I know where it is. Either way, you'd hate me.
Now, Outrageous doesn't have a grapple beam or a charged plasma, so he's either going to go with standard missiles or shine sparks to kill Dragon. A very interesting decision.
Absolutely. Just get the little Keiko love there from the mini Dragons.
And Bressingham taking down the first, never mind, not the first person was. Wait a minute, when did Maximum Barnage do easier than death?
You just haven't been paying attention, my friend.
I didn't even see him do Land Molas.
He was doing it at the same time Bressing was doing Argus. You just weren't paying attention.
Holy cow! Wow. Where have I been?
Now, Apathy also taking on Dragon, and Outrageous having a little bit of trouble with him.
Dragon's kind of a meanie butt. And Bressingham's headed straight for Ice Palace with 7. No, never mind. He's going to do the Zora checks and come back and do Ice Palace. Maybe? I don't know.
We'll
I don't
see.
know what he's going.
What we do know is that Maximum Barnage is heading straight for Mothula. He's going through Skull Woods right now, so we got that going on. And wow, Apathy got to Dragon after Outrageous, but finishes him off before.
Shine Sparks do a lot of damage. And while we were doing that, Bressingham decided to pick up his screw attack out of the Waterfall of Wishing. Or Waterfall Fairy Cave.
Yep.
Screw attack makes the 3 Stooges and the 3 Amigos way easier to get past. And with Bressingham taking that mirror portal back to the Dark World, makes me believe he's going to the Dark World entrance of Meridian. Back.
Looks like it. Now he's got the charge beam. It's going to be a lot easier of a fight for him. Ooh, Outrageous is in trouble. Thankfully, he's got 3 reserve tanks filled out, so he's going to get some of his health back. But, oh boy, he is not having a good time.
That low health warning is always terrifying.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to decide which one's worse, Link to the Past or Super Metroids. They're both pretty.
Dying in Link to the Past doesn't scare me as much as Super Metroid.
No. But down goes Mothula for maximum Barnage. That's going to be crystal number 3 for Barnage. And with already 2 of the Super Metroid bosses down as well, he is on a roll as Apathy picks up his various.
And Dragon just doesn't want to die for Outrager.
No, he does not. He is stubborn.
I was about to be excited for a second. I was like, is Barnage actually going to check the pet? Do a meme check because he knows what's there?
Yeah. Not going to happen.
He's just taking the faster way out.
Tell you what, I will at least spoil this. Because it's something I know we're never going to check. Master Sword Pedestal, 300 rupees.
Rupee Horde.
Yep. That's all you're getting. Now Barnage on his way to going through Thieves Town now.
And Bressingham's on Dragon.
A little bit better off because he's got charged plasma, so he can do a bit more damage there. That's going to be helpful. And then Ice adding a little bit of extra oomph.
Beautiful Shine Sparkle from Main Street missiles to get his 20 rupees. Bressingham's already killed Dragon. Like, I blinked.
Blink and you miss it.
I looked away, and he's dead.
This is the quality of our runners here, folks. These guys know what they're doing.
And that screw attack is such a beautiful thing. It's the most amazing weapon in the game.
Spinning Wheel of Death.
Pressing line of the book.
Yeah, he's passing that book up. He's like, I know I don't need it.
I don't need to learn to read.
Now Ray just getting his screw attack.
Bressingham picking up his Varia. Barnage opening the skylight so we can make Blind come out and play.
Yep. In a case like in a seed like this, Thieves Town ends up becoming a lot less enjoyable because you still have to pretty much do a full run of it, whereas other dungeons you can easily go mode it. There's no go moding Thieves Town.
Nope. You get to skip like one room.
Yeah, if that. Pressing, getting him pick up his temper sword.
Duck giving us a map check. Thanks, buddy.
Didn't think we'd actually be seeing that since they should already know.
Maybe he's just refreshing his memory.
Possibly.
I am saddened by the fact that Ice Palace is required. I do not like Ice Palace.
True, but there's a good chance we'll have to go mode it anyway, so that might not be a...
That does make things a little bit faster.
Alright, so what's Blind's pun of the day? Pizza joke? Nah, I think it's a little too cheesy.
Don't tell me that was in the spoiler log, too.
No, it does not tell us what the joke is. I just read it. Spoiler log's good. It ain't that in-depth.
I don't know if Outrageous meant to die there, but I think he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he did because he was low in health.
That is crystal number 4 for maximum Barnage as he
Barnage
takes
is
down Block.
blazing through the Link to the Past side. He's the only one who's got more than one crystal done.
Yeah, well, again, I know Barnage is a really good Link to the Past runner, so it does not surprise me at all. And that's not to say he doesn't know how to do Super Metroid. Don't get me wrong on that one. He does, but I know Link to the Past is his normal jam, so he clearly knows how to handle this, and it shows.
His execution has been excellent so far.
Apathy going to be setting up to take on Land Molus. And yep, Barnage is heading to Ice Palace.
Outrageous is coming in the back way for Paradox. It's not very often you come from the top down.
No.
A very clean landmine fight without having a real good powerful abilities to kill.
Yeah, I mean, you could use Fire Rod. That helps a little bit. Ice Rod, I believe, is a little bit better. And then if you're really good, like if you really know how to use your bow properly, Silver Arrows can make it a complete joke. But again, you don't see that very often.
And if you, I mean, it's I can't do the zero cycle with Silvers. I've tried it, and I usually miss one of them. I don't know, maybe my timing just sucks, but it's a tough thing.
Yeah, it is. I've seen even top runners struggle to do a zero cycle land mole with Silvers. It can be done. I've seen plenty do it, but it's not one of those things that just you have to be really skilled to be able to do that on a regular basis.
It's definitely not free.
No.
It's not Blue Cane blind free.
On Apathy over in Lower Norfair right now.
Gonna farm up some supers, probably head over to Ridley. He's gonna charge Ice Plasma, so you don't need that many.
No, he should be good.
I don't remember if he picked up Wave or not.
Based on his shots, I'm going to assume yes. Oh, missed the Shine Spark there.
Bressingham taking down Menmos as well. Varnage blasting his way through the Palace of Crap. I just don't like ice physics. I hate them.
Nobody likes the Nintendo ice physics, all right? Nobody does. Apathy having a real struggle trying to do the Shine Spark here in this room.
Bressingham also following him into Lower Norfair.
And can pick up the bombs, but they're not going to Gold Chorizo. Oh, everyone lies to look at the past national anthem. And I actually am curious as to why nobody's going to Gold Chorizo, because I know what's over there, and I would have figured they'd at least gone for that. Especially if they can kill the Gold Chorizo.
Varnish is doing a very safe job with the Cold Stare eyes. I think they do like 4 hearts on Blue Mail, which is terrifying. And those little ice balls dropping from the sky do too. So he's got 2 to 3 hits at most.
Yeah, with no magic, he has to rely on sword strats because he does not want to. Ooh, it's not an easy fight for to be sure. Oh, they were gunning for him.
That was close.
Yeah, they were gunning for him. But he takes down Cold Stare, and that is crystal number 5
Very well done. All we're missing is the ice rod, and he can go do Turtle Rock. Well, and Bombos. I guess we don't have Bombos, but he knows where they are, so I'm sure he'll get them soon. Whereas Apathy Duck is headed straight for Riddles. I mean Ridley. And Bressingham's right in the same area. Both of them bypassing the Power Bombs of Shame, but I know you want to talk about your Rider Pirate.
Ah, yes, the Rider Pirates, as I like to call these guys, because bug-like enemies that do jump kicks, a homage to the classic 1960s superhero series in Japan, Kamen Rider. Rider Kick! And surprisingly, Kamen Rider's still on the air to this very day. In fact, we just actually watched watched a few episodes of it yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows out there that have been around for a very long time.
But meanwhile, Apathy and Bressing now both taking on Ridley. Charge Ice Plasma, they've got the power they need to take.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Charged Ice Plasma Wave does 900 damage per hit, and Ridley does take double damage from supers, which would mean he would be taking 600 per super. So it all depends on the fastest way to kill him. Whether you now Big Box, I know you can check my math on that, but I believe that's correct. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
And Barnage now working on Swamp. He's getting all the crystals that he can before he goes any further. And there's the kills for both Bressing and Apathy. And they had a reason for taking out Ridley, because there's Bombo. Total Rock is Ridley blocked.
Wow. Well, I suspect they'll get up there. They're going to route. They're most likely going to route it so Turtle Rock is the last crystal dungeon they do. That way they go straight to Gaines Tower. That way they don't have to climb the dungeon not more than once.
And they're gonna from here. They're gonna do the standard route. They're gonna do Turtle Rock, go to Gaines Tower, finish that up, kill the pig, and then go straight to Mother Brain.
And Barnage is about to get his 6th crystal at an hour in. I mean, this guy is hauling behind through this.
Like I said, while he's certainly no slouch in Super Metroid, Link to the Past is his jam, and you are seeing just how much that is true. I think that's why he's focusing on Link to the Past, because he knows he's not gonna have as easy a time in Super Metroid, though he's still, again, no slouch. Not gonna say anything bad about him, but he knows he can definitely get through Link to the Past much faster, so he's going to clear all that out, and then he can put all of his attention on Super Metroid, take out Ridley, and then once he gets that Bombos medallion, he's going to probably gun it right for Total Rock.
It absolutely makes sense. You know, you do the things you know you can do, and give yourself the extra time for the stuff you know you might have trouble with. It's perfect.
Exactly.
Apathy Duck just made it past the Three Stooges with 55 health plus, I don't know, maybe a reserve or 10 or 2, so that was impressive. Or was it the Three Amigos? I don't know. It's one of the 3 Key Hunter pairs that are. I can never remember which ones are Stooges and which ones are Amigos.
He's got reserves, so he's not in as bad a shape as it sounds. But he's getting through the North area.
Bressingham's up in Bubble Mountain. I think this is our first time up here.
Yeah, they've been avoiding this since they don't want to do a hell run, since they know they didn't have to, as Barnage gets his 6th crystal out of 7.
My goodness. guess Bubble Mountain didn't have much because Bressingham just said, "Peace, I'm out."
He was just using it as an escape route. And I can confirm there is nothing of actual progressive value in Upper Norfair. The only items that there were in there, they already got the wave beam and the land. The only other thing that's there is ether.
Yeah, we don't need that. So,
nope. Yeah, that's my goal. I'm only gonna reveal things once we're at the point where it's no longer important.
I like that. That's good. The curse of knowledge is a burden that must be, shed from time. Barnage is headed up the mountain. I mean, he knows he can't do Turtle Rock right now, but he's probably gonna get his charge.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get his charge beam and head off to Lower Norfolk.
He could technically get inside, but he'd get disqualified.
Yeah. And it ain't worth it for a daily or for a weekly race. You know, even for a tournament, that's risky. You're not doing it for. You're not gonna get yourself banned over a day.
Yeah, not at all worth it.
All right, chat. Let me ask: do you guys want to know what's in Gold Chorizo? Like, do you legit want to know?
I'm gonna have the overwhelming majority, because if it's just one person, then that's not fair.
Yeah,
We've got to be somewhat democratic here.
exactly. That's how I work on in my group. That's how I'm gonna work here.
To answer a question in chat, this is a spoiler log seed. So all of the runners were given 15 to 25 minutes before the seed started to look at this spoiler log and plan their routes accordingly. That's why it appears that the race is almost done at an hour in.
Yeah. Well, chat's pretty much unanimous on this one. We're seeing all yeses across the board. We are not gonna get 60 yeses.
Yeah, there's no
Link
way.
Force, you clearly want to say it. Tell them.
If there's 60 people in chat, we're not gonna get 60 yeses. Oh.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
bypassing those?
Yeah, they are willing to go silverless because they don't want to deal with Gold Chorizo. Silver arrows are at Gold Chorizo.
You got charged plasma, everything, goodness. Oh, I would definitely grab it, without a doubt.
Well, most of our runner, all except Barnage, is Temperate Sword, and he's about to probably get that pretty soon because he's in Meridia now. And these guys pretty much can do silverless with Temperate, so they might feel they don't really want to go out of their way for that.
It's actually not a bad silver spot either, because you can just go into the back door of Meyer, grab it, and...
Yeah, but it's in the Gold Chorizo room, which means you have to fight the Gold Chorizo to get out.
It doesn't take that long to kill him, though.
Yeah, but I saw the SRL chat when I was before the race, and they were not happy about Silvers being there. So it's pretty clear that they are not.
That's pretty funny.
And Apathy turning in Sick Kid. I don't know why, because it's only a blue boomerang.
I mean, maybe he just really wanted it. It's not about us, Chad. It's about the runners. We're just having a good time showing you what they're doing.
We're just here to showcase the runners. We are not the stars of the show. We are just the we're the cheerleaders.
Oh no! Don't ever call me a cheerleader.
And also, yeah,
memories.
Fair enough, fair enough. And yes, indeed, shout out to our tracker Link Force, who's helping keeping our eyes and ears on the stream. They focus on making sure we know what I'm. Though in this case, it's kind of like it's only partially as necessary as compared to other cases because, again, we know what they're going for, but it's still nice to be able to see it on screen and know
But
what
Link
they've got.
doesn't, and neither do I. Although Link does know a little bit because he's been cheating.
a little. He took a quick peek.
Yeah, one of it's working. Go ahead and give our runners a follow. I'll see if we can get that link working. Pressing Ham Void, Outrageous, Maximum Barnes, and Apathy Duck 07. If it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't be having this show. And this show is really fun. I'm having a good time. I would do it again.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we do the commentaries. I love seeing these guys just all the amazing tricks that they do, all of the strats and the routing. It's why I love doing randomizer commentaries. I just love seeing the adaptability, but in this case, I love seeing the execution. Like the again, planning the route, deciding what's going to be the fastest way to pull this off.
I've always said for this game, because I can't play Super Metroid worth of crap, it's like getting free tickets to a concert. You get to watch the show and not have to pay to go. even though it's free for everybody anyway. You know,
I was gonna say
mindset of it's my mindset. Don't ruin
it. Anyway, back to the race. Barnage now taking on Dragon as both Bressing and Apathy working their way through Thieves Town, pretty much crossing, high-fiving each other.
I'm gonna say this. It looks like Maximum Barnage does have that.
Very nice quick fight there from Dragon.
Our runners are too cool to look at the loot.
Well, that doesn't help that what's over there is a shield upgrade.
Hey, some people have gone out of the way to get them earlier. I don't know, man.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The one in Red Tower was nowhere near the path of focus. Man, it's kind of lonely to see Bubble Mountain completely ignored. I actually kind of like Bubble Mountain.
And poor Crockemeyer not even getting looked at. Because like I said, there's nothing over there.
And my standard phrase is Croc, always bet on Croc. And today, we're not betting on Croc.
Because we know Croc. Because we already know Croc's got is actually just a Croc.
Ah, well, I can't have it every week. Pressing him, taking down the blind, as Apathy Duck's also doing the same. Now, one major question remains. Where is that ice rod?
Oh, I know.
I know you know, but we know they know. But I don't. I want to know where it is, you know? I'm sure they'll find it. Oh, and Brett, here we go. Barnage is taking on GT.
Oh, we're going to see some silvers. Barnage is going to be the only one. And with how fast...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, with how far ahead he is right now, I mean, he's already got 6 of the crystals. He has the time to get silvers. And with them, he's going to blaze through Ganon.
Yeah, if he's got, once he gets tempered, or if he ends up getting golden with, wherever they are located, silver's tempered, or even silver's Master Sword Ganon is just, it speeds the fight up so much.
All right, chat. Yeah, you know what? Let's change the guessing game. Where do you think the ice rod's hiding?
Yeah, I like that one. I know where it's not. It's not in Ganon's tower.
Nope. Has to be.
Hey, stop cheating. This is supposed to be exciting for our racer or our viewers. Excitement. Apathy got grabbed by the master hand and pulled.
Oh, the Wall Master is never fun.
Barnage making his way through Lower North Area. He's going to head over to Ridley, making his way through the worst room in the game with all of the items that make it no longer the worst room.
Pretty much.
It is now the easiest room in the game.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely not the hardest by any means anymore.
And now for everybody's favorite moth on a moving floor with spikes and fireballs and beams of death and all sorts of craziness. Wow, that was...
Also, really, chat? Only 2 guesses? Come on. I know there's more of you in this chat right now. Where's that ice rod hiding?
Oh yeah, there's a lot more than 2. That's a pretty long list of people here. A lot of people could just be chilling, lurking, though. I don't blame them. That's what I do. Ooh, Mimic Cave's a good one. I like that one. I'm gonna say it's probably not in Super Metroid. And it's definitely not on Pedestal because we would have seen them working towards that already.
And I already told you what's on pedestal. It's not
It's
definitely
true.
not there.
That's true. That's true. I forgot. You know me. By the halfway point of these races, I'm apt to forget my own name. 300 rupees on the pedestal.
Yep.
Just a rupee horde. Welcome.
Hey. Yeah, welcome. Hey, no need to apologize. You know.
So if you
Just
don't
got
know
here,
what's going on, if you did just get here, what's going on here is a hard logic spoiler race, which means the runners were able to view the spoiler log of the race before the race started. So they got to see, they know where everything is. So all they're doing is going straight to those locations, picking them up, and moving on. That's why we are so far into what it appears to be, could be 3 hours into a race. It's only an hour and 22.
Bart is now stocking up for his Ridley flight. And
Doesn't look like he's got wave beam. He's just got charged ice plasma.
that's still 600 damage, so that's not too bad. And it's funny, Pressing and Apathy pretty much just like neck and neck going the same route. Like they've been doing the same dungeons, going the same route the entire time. It's funny.
You got a good pogo pattern on Ridley, but it's not all that useful. Chat, I do look forward to a combo key sanity race. That would be exciting. Long, but exciting.
Considering how long regular key sanity and how long a combo rando can be, yeah, that's gonna be just brutal to watch.
I would watch it though, and the Randomizer too. Randomizer would be exciting too. All of a sudden, there's a key hunter sitting around in Brinstar like, bah! Ooh, Duck, be careful, Duck.
Oh, he's got a potion.
Like you. And down goes Ridley, down goes Cold Stare. Bressingham's dropping into Cold Stare. The bosses are dropping left and right. There's so many dead bosses I can't even keep count.
I know, it's insanity. But now, pretty much, Maximum Barnage has at least enough to enter Turtle Rock. Whether or not he can full clear it is depending on where the ice rod's located.
If he goes to Turtle Rock,
Again,
it's in Turtle Rock. Straight up. That's what it is. If he goes straight there, it's there. Or it's in Mimic Cave. Because you're not gonna. That's all he needs. That's all he needs is the ice rod. Also, Apathy may have picked up the boomerang for better menu movement later.
Fair enough. I believe it's available at all times. It's just they get an early look at it to make sure that they can plan ahead, and then they can always check on it later if they need to. But when you're in the middle of the race, you're not going to stop every 5 seconds to look at the log. So they're going to be taking a look at it ahead of time.
It's kind of hard to tell them not to look at it. You gave it to them.
Yeah.
How are you going to... They could have it pulled up on a second monitor. You would never know.
Exactly.
As the Kuchiri said, they could also be here in chat.
Yeah, they can talk to each other. They could be in a call together for all we know on Discord. We would never know. Again, there's no... It's not against the rules because they already know where everything is. They're not spoiling anything for each other.
Yeah, they can just be talking crap to each other. Talking trash the whole time. Yeah, ice rod's in Turtle Rock. Absolutely no deviation going straight there. It's there. It's there.
Well, if that's the case, the question is, where in Turtle Rock is it hiding?
Probably gonna be on Laser Bridge, like normal. Or it's gonna be in that first chest. Man, I'm seeing all my favorite commentators in chat now. Where were you guys earlier when we needed you? Multi-world, holy cow!
Karichi, come on! What? Don't tease us like that. We want that.
That would be exciting.
Oh, Kajiri, I can't talk tonight. Don't mind me. I don't know why I said it like that, but nonetheless. So Bressing actually could be the first one into Turtle Rock. I honestly thought it was going to be Barnage. I figured Bressing would still want to go through... Well, no, he's actually got all of his other crystals. So yeah,
he's there too.
He actually is taking the lead. I'm surprising.
That's... Good routing decisions have made his path far clearer.
Yeah.
So, to answer a question in chat, K45 is named because on the original map... Oh, there's the golden sword. He stood there and looked at it like, what? But K45 was named because on the standard map that came with the game, I think, that just labeled it as 45. Most people
I think
call it
it's
K45
like
or K South.
I call it Mirror Cave because it's the only cave that doesn't have another name that you absolutely have to have the mirror to access, but that's just me.
And as for
Yeah.
Paradox Cave, is because you have to go up to go down, or go down to go up. It's you have to go 2 different ways to get to do what you need to.
Yeah,
It's
the way you go through the cave does not match how it's laid out in the overworld, so it is a true paradox.
And Barnage knows he's going to pick up his Tempered Silver here. So Tempered Silver, man, he's going to blow through game.
Yeah, even with Butters.
It may give him enough time to catch up, because Buttersword or Silverless Ganon does take...
Even with Buttersword, Silverless Ganon is going to take at least a little bit of time. Maybe not as much as Tempered, and certainly not as much as Master, but it's still going to take a little time. But with even just Tempered Silver, that's going to be a spree.
I believe it's 12 spins to kill Ganon in the 4th phase with the gold. So I know it's 24 with Master Sword. If you have Master Sword Sylvanas, it's 52 total hits with Master Sword on Ganon, which is 52 spins, which is ludicrous.
I always find that funny. Like they make it clear that the Master Sword is the sword, the blade of Evil's Bane that you have to kill Ganon. Yet in Link to the Past, it's the one thing you don't want. You want at least Tempered Sword before you fight Ganon.
I trash blade.
Like, wow, way to ruin your own canon there, game.
To be fair, in a lot of other games that the Master Sword is in, it's not the most powerful blade either. In Ocarina of Time, the Big Goron Sword is better. Yeah, this has got to be where Ice Rod is. It's in Mimic Cave, because he's in Mimic Cave. There is no other reason he'd be in here unless it's half magic. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Gee. What a
Rocky 2418 called it, and I would have hinted that one of you had guessed it correctly, but if I did, you guys would have all known that was the case, because he was the only one who nailed it.
That's so gross. If this wasn't a spoiler log, man, we'd be here for another hour. Apathy does
probably
in Torian.
Whoa, yeah, you're right. He jumped the gun. He's going to kill Mother Brain first. That's a rare sight. Normally they go to Ganon first.
Very interesting. That's right. That's right, Captain. I was so excited to get to it the first time, only to have it kill me. I was like, what? Yeah, it breaks. That's cool.
Yeah, well, not so much breaks, just runs out of juice. You gotta let it recharge every little bit.
So dumb. It's supposed to be the all-powerful blade that kills the most powerful evil creatures known to Hyrulean kind, and it's trash. And Apathy's going for baby skip.
Can he get it? It's a tricky move.
Oh, you're so close.
Nope.
He was so close. And try next is being fought. 1, 2, 3. No more heads left.
That didn't even get him through zero cycle of that. And Link Force, let's hold off on that for now.
Down goes Trinex for our 7th crystal. Bam. To answer your question, chat, Captain MD13 negative. All of the hard mode normal tricks were not necessary because they were able to circumvent them with items.
Also, we are not doing the big key guessing game because, again, spoiler log, I know exactly where the big key is.
Some of you in chat might know. We don't know who's been cheating and reading the logs. I suppose Outrager is picking up the fire shield at this point. It was why he needed it, because blind is such a... Well, the big key's not on the left side.
He's doing Dark Magician strats. And there it is!
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Though, because he had to get that key, yeah, it's technically number 2. Hope Room.
It's so easy. Wow. Wrapped it up on the third phase of Mother Brain, taking her down with charged plasma beam. I don't remember what he's got wave beam, right? Charged ice wave. Looks like he's got.
If he's shooting out 2 at a time, it's wave beam.
He got them all.
And here's one of those indications. Here's one of those times where silvers are going to start showing their weight, because those red mimics can be taken out in one shot with silvers, but not with regular arrows. So that's gonna be that little bit of time saved there for Maximum Barnage when he gets in there.
So Barnage is about 2.5 minutes behind Bressingham at this point, barring any major catastrophic failures on Bressingham's part. I think he's got this one good, but I'm not gonna hold that true 100% true. But he's got a good.
It's gonna be close for sure. I think it's gonna be close. If Barnage executes this well, he could easily catch up quite a bit. And again, with those silvers, it's going to be a much easier Ganon fight for him. So he could steal it, but it's going to be close.
Silvers does make the Ganon fight infinitely easier. That's where it's going to come down to. Where's it? I'd say the most difficult item to find, Captain, was the Moon Pearl in the waterway, because they had to go over to wrecked ship to get the speed booster to go back.
Yeah, there was a couple of small change, but nothing too drastic.
Every area they went to was fairly loaded. They were pretty well equipped, fairly. Mother Brain's eating a lot of rainbow sherbet right now.
Yep.
Down she goes.
That's Mother Brain down for apathy.
Now, for those of you who are new to the combo randomizer, because Apathy Duck has finished Mother Brain first, you will notice the planet blowing up, but there is no timer. So he has all the time in the world to get out.
Yep. Zebus will now be in a perpetual state of near blown up, because it will never actually. I like that. It's just a fire drill.
Now, Bressingham's already in the is already almost done with the gauntlet. He's about to hit Moldarm 2, whereas Maximum Barnage is about halfway through the gauntlet.
You're not paying attention. Bressingham is already at Trolldorm 2.
That's what I meant. Did I not say Moldarm?
Never mind. You said he was almost through the gauntlet. He's past the gauntlet. He was just near the top of.
Yeah, I realized what I was saying after I started saying it. I was like, oof.
That's all right.
Bad.
And of course, skipping the inevitable conclusion because he knows there's nothing there. But by the way, I don't know if you noticed or not, but Bressingham has half magic now.
Yeah, it's I saw him get it on the climb. That's helpful for the Ganon fight, especially if you're doing swordless or the sliverless.
Swordless, yeah.
Swordless
this is not a swordless. We're not doing a swordless seed.
Ooh, that was a
nice triple.
Very nice triple.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
Oh. To answer your question, Chad, this was a spoiler log seed, so from the beginning it was go mode.
And that's it for Aga 2, so now it's time for the big pig.
If this was a standard race, I would say this is probably the fastest race ever.
For a combo randomizer, absolutely. Like, we'd be borderline world record pace.
Yeah, this is really quick if it wasn't a spoiler log.
And Bartage opting to skip the half magic.
He's got silvers. He knows he don't need it. He's still got his blue bot too.
All right, so Ganon fight beginning for Bressingham. To be fair, Chad, I'm just natural out, so that just kind of comes with the territory.
And I have no idea what's wrong with my audio, so I apologize. Right, that's the last stomp. Now begins the sort of this over this chain. He's gonna go for the torch glitch. Well done.
Makes sense. Kind of need it in this game.
The only thing here is if you make any missteps, you get hit or any Ganon hug. That's not going to be good because he still does a tremendous amount of damage even in red mail.
Very true. Oh, but Barnage, he's already taken out Akatu very quickly. This is going to cut it close. Definitely, if Bressingham dies or takes a fall at this point, Barnage has them.
And they still both have to go fight Mother Brain as well.
True.
Bressingham's doing a really good job with this. This is not an easy thing to do. Ooh, he's got a potion though, so he'll be okay.
Yep. All he's got to do now is just avoid taking a fall.
Apathy Duck died somewhere.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Turtle Rock.
That's a bad.
That's never fun.
Oh,
and
Barnage.
down goes that. Oh no! Barnage takes a death, and Bressingham finishes off the pig. Yeah, this seed is over. We pretty much know who wins at this point. There's no recovering from that.
That's a tough place to die.
Yeah.
Get your single G's in chat for Bressingham. Barnage is gonna loot off and get a potion from the witch.
Makes sense. Not a bad call, but again, at this point, whoop.
Or not.
Where is he going? He's got enough rupees. What is he doing? Oh, magic refill.
Still probably would have been faster to go to the witch's hut. He was
He's
going there
stock
anyway.
He's got to stock up.
Oh, he doesn't have a bottle.
Oh, that's right. So he's got to rely on heals. He's got to rely on other items to heal up.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And that actually hurts him even more, so that's going to be a lot of time wasted while Bressingham on his way to Turian.
Apathy Duck has just made it past the front of Turtle Rock, and he's now going to be going into Mimic Cave to get his ice.
This is where that risk of having the spoilers actually comes into play, because they're taking a lot more chances since they know where everything is, so they didn't pick up all the items they normally would have in a regular randomizer.
They're going to be low on health, low on ammo, but they picked up enough. Well, Bressingham's got 7 E-tanks, plus I think he got 3 reserves, so he's pretty healthy.
Yeah, he's in pretty good shape. He planned ahead for this part, and because of that, I think he's pretty much got this in the bag.
Barnage used a lot of his magic on the cape to get through phase 2.
That could be risky if he doesn't have a bottle. If he doesn't kill Ganon quickly enough, I mean, he's got silver, so if he can hit doubles and if he can hit doubles enough, he should be fine. But That's a risk.
Oh, he didn't get the torch glitch either.
That's gonna be problem.
He's got 2 more light torches. 2 more lights, I believe.
He's gonna definitely need to go for doubles on this one. Oh, that's not what he needs.
He didn't get any that time.
He may have to fall. He needs to get some doubles in here. He cannot be doing single shots. He doesn't have enough magic.
Yeah, he's gonna have to start over again. Oh, he was 1 shot shy. That's gonna feel so bad.
Oh, that's the worst.
I feel for him. I really do. That sucks.
That is the worst right there. When you know you could have had that, and you used up too much. He should not have gone for the cape. I mean, he kind of had to because his health was low, but it ended up backfiring for him.
Ranger's got dead rocked on his way to Turtle Rock, which really sucks because those guys are so annoying.
The unofficial mascot, as I call them with a link to the past, Randomizer, because they are the biggest trolls you will ever find.
I did not see if Bressingham got Baby Skip or not.
He did not. But he did get Zep Skip, so he's going right to Mother Brain.
Mother Brain phase 1, nice and quick.
Now it's time to put your orders in over at McBrainies because Mother Brain tends to have a lot of food-based attacks. We've got French fries, we've got onion rings, we've got tater tots, and of course later on we got some nice ketchup packets for you. Plus the good old rainbow sherbet for dessert.
There would be the onion rings and the French fries. I think that's the nugget.
Yeah, that's the tater tot.
Tater tot, gotcha.
And yeah, chat, trust me, I was there at AGDQ for the crowd control run with Andy. Oh yeah, the chat is the true troll.
Somehow I don't doubt that.
Yeah, Captain, I was in the crowd for that. I was actually at GDQ and was watching that race in the crowd. They had a thing where the crowd, as attendees, got a special voting thing so they could vote on effects. And yeah, if you tried to vote for anything that was helpful to Andy, you might as well have just not voted at all because you were not getting your vote through.
Poor guy. So Bressingham got the stand-up glitch.
That's gonna help. A little bit of extra damage. All right, now Barnage is in a lot better position.
Oh, he's got it this time.
Yeah, he's in much better shape, and if he gets torch clutch, he's safe. There we go. He's good. He's got this.
That's some bacon right there.
Yeah, you might as well just go ahead and get the fryer going, or get your frying pan going, because he's ready to cook up some bacon strips.
Rain just died in Turtle Rock.
Ish.
Single G's in chat for Barnage taking down the big pig. Baby Metroid is dead. Mother Brain is going to die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots.
Nicely done.
Mother Brain is also dead.
And now he's gonna have just 3 minutes to get the heck out of there.
It's time to get out of Dodge. Now,
Now, here's the million-dollar question. Here's the million-dollar question. Yeah, here's the million-dollar question. Since they've saved so much time, do you think they'll spare a couple minutes to say at the end?
No.
I can dream, can he?
Nobody ever does.
I wouldn't say nobody. I've seen people do it.
I know a very small sect of people who always save the animals just because that's their thing. But most people...
So can he get the shine spark? He gets the shine spark. And nope, animals are dying tonight. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, Bressingham Voight has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 29 seconds.
Let's get your GGs in hand there for Bressingham. He put on a heck of a show. We'll see if we can get him in here for an interview.
I've already asked. He'll be joining us shortly.
Under 2 hours. It's an amazing time. Picked up a heck of a good night to calm a race, that's for sure. I got to go to bed early.
All right. Go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight. I'm actually feeling good about that. Normally when I do crossover randomizers, I'm usually up late because I got to stay up to watch this whole thing. 3 hour seats, that tends to happen a lot.
Especially in the late night ones. And here he is himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Bressingham. GG.
Thank you. GG.
So how'd you feel about that one?
I'm really happy. A lot of things were pure luck, like my 7th E-Tank. I can't remember, I think I checked Alpha Missiles, and I had no idea what it was. So that was super lucky that I had 7. Yeah, a lot of stuff worked out. Except I forgot that I needed to have speed for Waterway, so I had to route that back in. But it ended up working out because I was not going to be trying to CWJ.
Oh, that's right. You were the one that was blasting the waterway when you realized you
couldn't
get into
something. He was shooting at the block like, there must be something down there because he's going to have to come back.
Yeah.
Can't say I blame you. It's like, oh, crud, I forgot the boot. I forgot the speed booster and gravity. Dang it. I can't come in here. I need this. I need that move.
You were the first runner to get Moon Pearl, though, I do believe.
I'm really excited to watch this back. I want to see.
This was a good race.
Cool.
Yeah, you just beat out Barnage, who's now just getting the mother brain. Though Aladris having trouble in Turtle Rock. I think that says like his 3rd death in there so far.
Trinex has not been kind to him.
That's rough, especially when you're out of magic.
Yeah.
Well, he died on the 3rd phase, so he didn't need magic anymore, but that was unfortunate. Barnage just reset his game?
Oh no.
I don't know why. He's got charged plasma ice. He should have had more than enough to deal with it. So he might have ran too low on. Oh, that's right. That only works for Mother Brain 2. He ran out of missiles at Mother Brain 1.
Oh, that's crap.
Oh, good thing he saved in Turi, and that's really good.
Yeah, he came prepared. Well, he had some trouble with the Ganon fight earlier too. He actually ran out of magic. He died the first time, or no, that was you. Yeah, no, he died the first time, and then he ran out of magic the second time.
He was one shot away from finishing him too. He was desperately close.
That's so rough. Did he get the force switch?
He did the second time.
Third time he did. Second time when he that's why he ran out of magic, because he was already low to begin with. He had to use cape strats because he was low on health, and then because of that, he didn't have enough magic for the final.
Did he? Did anybody else grab the lamp?
Yeah.
He had it.
I imagine.
I think they all have it.
Yeah, that's good.
Also,
one thing
Barnage is the only one who grabbed silvers.
Oh.
We might want to keep our eye on Apathy Duck, because remember, he's already killed Mother Brain, and he's on the Ganon fight, so he's about to finish this race.
Oh, look at that. He caught up.
Yeah.
I think Barnage has got it this time. Yeah, he's done. He's passed by Mother Brain 1, so...
He's got it from here. And that's it for Apathy Duck. He has got bacon. So once he walks through that door...
Duck.
Yeah, all he's got to do is walk through that door, and that run is over for him. So with that, Apathy Duck is going to take second place with a time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Outrageous finally taken down Trinex after it gave him such a pain in the butt. So now he's done with all 7 crystals, and he'll be on his way to Gain's Tower. While Barnage is taking down Mother Brain with some charged ice plasma shots. And here comes Duck. GG,
Apathy Duck. GG.
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 Ugh.
That bad, huh?
I just really wish I didn't die in Fantoon.
Yeah, I want to know what was happening with you talking in the chat with "Here we go."
Oh, here we go. That was hovering for charge beam, and apparently I can't hover today, and I had like a hang nail, and it was going very poorly.
If it makes you feel better, you weren't the only one who attempted to hover. Barnage tried to do it too, and he had just about as much luck as you.
Yeah, I mean, I screwed up. For some reason, I thought charge was a lot deeper, and like I was trying to get supers, and I had routed in Paradox Cave at some point. I was just like, okay, there's stuff up there. I'm just gonna clear out Death Mountain because I knew Glove was up there. Like, I'll just go clear out Death Mountain. And then at some point, I realized, okay, there's where charge is, and Hookshot's down there. I was like, okay, screw it, I'll just hover it. And I was like, well, let me go Paradox first because I thought something was there, and there was nothing there. I was like, oh, whoops. So I ended up getting way more stuff than I wanted to. Like I can't, like, I don't know who made the names for the spoilers, but like that's not what anyone calls any of those things. So like, I was in Brinstar. I'm like, I'm just gonna clear out Brinstar. It's gonna be faster to do that than to figure out what these things mean. So I was just like, all right, and I was like, oh, there's a heart piece of Billy Mays. Sweet, that's great. I got blue mail at one point. I was gonna get it at Agina, and I was like, well, no, I don't need that. So I don't know. Everything just went off the rails. Missed Kraid, like, just everything was bad. The Fantoon, like, it's the only time I don't want. I had 15 missiles. The only time I didn't want fast. And I get it. So, and then he just killed me.
Well, you were fighting. You know, it's Fantoon and you guys were obviously not picking up as much stuff because, well, you know, you guys knew what you needed. So obviously you had to play a little bit more riskier than usual. So it's understandable.
Yeah, I was just he just didn't give me any drops. I had no missiles, and I was forced to shoot him, and then I just didn't handle I don't know how to handle Enrage phase because normally I don't do it.
Yeah, I can understand.
Sometimes bad luck just happens, man. Everybody has a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG, bros. That's nice time.
Thanks.
Yeah. One quick question I gotta ask is that, considering you guys knew where silvers were, what's the reason for avoiding Gold Chorizo? Like, why did you avoid that so desperately?
It would cost more time to get silvers than it would save, like, easily. That's not a place where they're gonna save time to pick them up. To go all the way around
Tell that
there.
to Barnage, who actually did it.
Well,
it was the supers, right? Not the space jump locked one.
Yeah,
right?
it was the supers.
it was the supers. Maybe I just saw it was over there. Maybe I guess I could. I guess I had full beam at that point, so it wouldn't have been too bad. I don't know. It's real close. It only is going to save you 40 seconds, so it'd be real close. It really is. I mean, it's not with gold or with the tempered sword. Doesn't matter.
If Varnage hadn't died to Ganon, he would have probably beaten Bressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, and also if he hadn't died to both Ganon and had to reset on Mother Brain, he probably would have taken second easily.
Yeah,
Because he's just now on the escape.
Aldredris is on his final room, the Gauntlet, the Ice Room Gauntlet, in the room I despise the most in the whole thing. About to take
You
on,
made it pretty clear you hate
Rando
ice
2.
physics in general, so.
They suck. They suck. I see these pro runners slashing their sword around and turning their direction real quick, and I'm like, how do you do that?
Just ice clip, man.
I don't know how to do that.
It's free.
It's not free.
I disagree. I should have gone left side on that. I was mad. I was so mad.
Yeah, let's get your GGs in chat for Varnage, who has just cleared Zebus and is free.
Yep, he is done. He is finished in third place at a time of 2 hours, 1 minute and 4 seconds. However, he has already declined an interview, so we will not be hearing from him tonight.
GGs to him anyway.
I get the feeling he'd probably be a little salty coming in after what happened tonight.
Yeah,
I don't think he wants to talk
I
about
think he
that.
probably
I don't blame.
He feels a little tilted, and I can't say I feel any different.
Yeah, I'd probably
I'd
be in the
forfeit
same
it.
boat. He was already at the end. He's not going to forfeit that
I
close to
forfeited
the
and
end.
I had to go buy a new controller because I had broken the damn thing, thrown it out the window.
Well, at least you're honest about it. But yeah, he's probably feeling a little tilted. I'd probably be in the same boat he is if I had gone through.
That's why I don't race.
Same. I couldn't do it. I can't even speedrun, man. I just do the commentaries. That's all I'm good for.
I just like playing randos. I don't do it for time. I do it for fun.
That's a crazy concept.
I know for you guys that must sound foreign.
I do it for stress.
I have enough of that. I don't need any more.
Man, you got 8 more items than me? What the heck did you get?
Safety.
I got the mushroom, man. What else do you want?
Yeah, I got the mushroom. Apparently you
I wish I
cleared
did.
Brain Star.
You
But,
what?
I got red mail, screw attack.
Where was Screw? I don't even know. I was like halfway through the sea. I was like, I don't even know where Screw is.
Waterfall
was,
wishing.
Yeah,
You went to the water wishing? What the hell?
yeah.
How did you even get there? It was like on the moon.
I think he went there right before he went to Ice Palace.
Oh,
I did it on the
guess.
way to Meridia at the swamp.
Right.
I mean, I literally did all. I mean, everything was in SM, so I just did all of SM, and then I came back and did like the fast.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I only had... Swamp was my first dungeon, did that before Meridia, and then Desert, I did it before North Fair.
Yeah, I did that. I wasn't going to, and I was like, I'm right here, I might as well.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we should note that Cheesinator HS has taken 4th place with a time of 2:03:41.
Now, Ranger, you had a very good Aga 2 fight, Again. You had a very nice setup.
Thank you. That was completely pure luck. The last time I did a spoiler run, I had like a 15 phase Aga 2 fight. Like I had like 5 zeros and the top one. More than that.
Please tell me you're joking.
I'm completely not joking.
Oh god. I had a 5 cycle and I wanted to throw myself off a bridge. Are you kidding me?
Makes you want to bash your head against the wall. You're like, please stop.
Aga 2 is impossible, man. Am I the only one who didn't? I'm the only one who didn't get Screw. Or more. Why did people get morph bombs? I'm so confused. You had like 10 billion power bombs.
I don't know. I didn't use it until Mother Brain 2 to drop a bomb on her eye. Time.
Good.
So at this point, we're just waiting on All Outrageous to finish off because he's just now at Gan and he still has some other brain to do. He fell way behind, unfortunately. He took a lot of deaths to Turtle Rock.
Trinex was very, very mean to him. But he's got Butter Sword, so this should be fairly cakewalk.
Shout out to Barner to be the only other person who didn't get Butter Sword.
Yeah.
Which sword did you skip, Duck?
The Turtle Rock one.
The one that was right next to the key.
Yeah, I even slashed it. I slashed it to pick a shell. I wasn't gonna pick it. Well, I was gonna just. It's because the normal strat you can't really get the right chest. I was gonna do that, but I messed it up. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just slash this. But I mean, it doesn't. I guess it would save me like half a second on Trinex, but whatever. I didn't want it.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. I was just looking at Turtle Rock because I was kind of looking. Well, I was looking at Turtle Rock earlier because I want one more E-tank for stand-up, which doesn't matter because I completely screwed up just Mother Brain. And I was like, oh, there's Gold Sword. I'm like, I'm not getting that. But like, you needed you wanted to get the other three. I guess you could have skipped Crab, but you would have.
Yeah, but that slows down all the boss fights.
Yeah. Also, I misread it. I did I shined in Main Street, and I was like, oh, it's 20 rupees. Great. Because I thought it said it was at Missile, not at Super Missile. I was like, oh, well, cool.
Yeah. I was losing my mind trying to route it in the beginning. It's a very short amount of time. And there's always something you have to look up while you're playing.
So did you went up Death Mountain,
Yeah.
came back to Mire, then went up Death Mountain again for charge? Because that was the only way to get it without hovering.
Yep.
Man.
Alright, get your single G's in chat for Outrageous, who just took down the Big with his Butter Sword Silverless strap.
Yeah, nice little finish up there. Lighting the torch and then immediately getting the hit to finish him off. That looked nice.
Very smooth.
So
Smooth like butter.
You got it before Ridley? Because if you had
Yeah.
plenty of ammo, you could have just done Ridley with ammo and then gotten it from Mother Brain, so you didn't need like 60.
Yeah, that would have
If I couldn't hover, that's probably what I've been up doing.
My theory was I wasn't sure if I had enough supers, and I wasn't gonna try and actually look through to make sure. And I even got grapple from Hera.
Yeah, the big thing if you didn't do Paradox, there was like a bunch in there because I went in there and I was like, oh, there's nothing I actually need in here, but it was all like safety items.
Yeah, no,
So-
I routed in Paradox on purpose for all the safety. But
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm gonna get charged just for the safety, so I don't have to think about supers. Yeah.
I mean, this was the freest seed ever after doing early fan. Like, you want to do early Fantoon, so you didn't have to double dip Brinstar. And that was the only hard part of the seed. The rest of it was just incredibly easy because you had everything. You had all the SM items. You had decent amount of hearts. You had tempered at least.
You even had high jump.
Yeah, even had high jump. Like, I mean, I guess there's no really because you had to go all the way to Pink Marin from Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it looked like Bressingham had a fetish for footwear because he just kept getting. He got boots and then flippers and then high jump. I was like, he just wants his boots. All he wants is his feet.
Yeah, I mean, everything was just available. Like,
Yeah, I actually did a double dip of Brinstar because I forgot about Waterway. But then I routed it in on the way down from Red Tower.
yeah, well, I saw there was like a bunch in Brinstar, so I started routing Brinstar, and then I saw Moon Pearl Waterway. I was like, oh no, we're speed, and then it was like, oh, everything's in wreck ship, including speed. So I'm like, well, I guess I have to do this, and I was like scouring for like E-tanks and stuff. I was like, well, I guess I can get 1 and 2. I debated getting Gauntlet E-tank and dipping back out, but I had 1 E-tank and then 2 reserves. Like that should be fine. And then it was the missiles that was the holdup, not the E-tanks. And
Yeah.
like the the first time I died, the second time I literally had full health leaving Fantoon. It was like easy. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I had wave plasma. Like just the eye shots were easy.
Oh, you got wave and plasma first.
Yeah, I started at like what I would normally do in a rando, where I started at Wreck Ship and went down to Kraid because there was a bunch of stuff down there that was useful. There was a super at Old Man, and like I could get the save point. So I went down to Kraid. That might be what cost me some time, like because I went down Red Tower basically for not much. Like you had to make the dip from Mirror, and then I just went all the way down Red Tower to Kraid, killed Kraid, got. Oh, there was a reserve there. That's why I wanted that too. There was a reserve behind Crade, and then there was stuff at high jump boots, which I forget what. I think it was like another reserve and a heart or something.
It was lamp and a super or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think it was lamp. A heart and reserve. So that was my 1 E tank and 2 reserves for Fantoon. Yeah,
So
and then
did
you had
originally
like
CWJ?
space prevented me from having to do the CWJ. So I was
yeah.
like, well, I'll just do that.
I did the springboard jump, which I was extremely happy to do.
I still don't even know. How to
Also,
do that,
real quick,
honestly.
shout out to Cheesinator who's hiding out in the Twitch chat right now. GG to you, G. And already just opting not to do baby skip.
And he's facing to the right, which saves pixels? I don't know.
Yes, because the stand-up animation only happens when you're facing left. So if you're facing right, you just stand right up.
That's so weird.
They just assumed that you'd be facing left because you're ready to rush right through the door, so they created that animation, but forgot to make the one facing right, so yeah.
I mean, that's like Link being left-handed, but when you face a certain direction in this game, he's right-handed. His shield always points north when he's swinging left and right.
So was I the only one to get wave?
No, I got it.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah, there's at least a few guys got wave.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. Like it was one of those ones I just marked like go here, and I forgot what was there. I was like, oh, it's wave. Neat. Granted, I died the first time I was getting it because this game.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, I died coming back in because I forgot to turn plasma on. So I had only like 15 health coming out of Crumble
Oh
Shaft,
wow.
and I missed my missile on like the first side hopper. He just ran into me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's.
And I was like, oh wait, I have plasma. I didn't turn it on.
I had like all the Brinstar safety because I did Brinstar, then Red Ship, then Red Tower, then Crumble for wave. So I had like 3 tanks and gravity and space
Yeah.
jump.
I just didn't want to double dip Brinstar. So
Yeah.
like I just didn't do it. So I had a. I pretty much like those reserve tanks were basically the only safeties I could have going into Fantoon, and then like we had to have space that made Spiky Room of Death easy.
Yeah.
Outrageous didn't bother to do any ice skips or speed skips or anything. He just shot his way through the Zevatites there. And now he's on Mother Brain 2, facing the McBrainies as Shades likes.
Yep, putting in his order, getting his food served. That doesn't look like Outrageous got wave. He's got just charge ice plasma.
Looks like he's getting ready to be rainbow beamed though, and he's not going for stand up, which makes Yo, dude, just kill me. For God's sake, just kill me.
Just get it over with.
Stop toying with me.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me.
All right, Morpheus.
Glad somebody got the reference.
I love that movie.
Anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, because of the spoiler logs, there's really not much to say about like the run itself, because you guys, knew what you were doing. Like, I guess we could ask, how was routing when you guys were looking at the spoiler logs? How did what was going through your mind when trying to route?
I mean, like
How in the world
like
am
I
I going
said,
to do this?
the seed was really really easy. Like
It was.
I mean, it was so much stuff, and you had to do. The only big thing was you have to do wreck ship with like no safeties, like to do like the quote unquote correct route. So like I said, I did Kraid first, got whatever safeties I could, then do Fantoon, get all the stuff there, like come out, and then at that point you just clear out Brinstar for the other pile of stuff. You have gravity at that point, and it's just like everything else was in SM. The only other tricky thing was like I said, charge beam was tricky, but like the hover took care of that. And honestly, I didn't even think of that. I just like halfway, like when I was up there, I was like, oh, I probably should hover this, huh? I'm like, if you have either you do what I said earlier, where there was enough supers, you can just kill Ridley that way, and then just get charged for Mother Brain. But like this seed was just so straightforward. Like this, like some of them are pretty hard, especially with hard logic. Sometimes like you have to make more interesting decisions. Like the Fantoon decision was like the only one in this one. It was like really straightforward. There's nothing in Dark. Like, was there anything in Dark World besides Ice Rod? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, there was literally nothing in Dark World, so it was just like
Hook charge, charge, and whatever was in Super Bunny.
Yeah, you grab those. Oh right, Dark Death Mountain you had to do that Death Mountain. So yeah, you basically do your Light World stuff. You do Kraid, Fantoon, and Brinstar. You go up to Death Mountain to get the rest of your stuff, and then yeah, you got to do Mire. Like the Mire into Lower Norfair play is really obvious. And then you get your Bombos, and then you do Turtle Rock right at the end. Like you pretty much had to do.
Yeah, you had to do Turtle Rock last.
You had to do Turtle Rock last. I guess you could have completely. No, that's not. Maybe you could have done like Lower Norfair into Mire to get the hook shot, and then just done one Death Mountain trip. So you didn't need the flute.
Yeah.
Though, you know what makes this funny is like the only reason this is as quick as it was and easy as it was because you guys knew where all the items were. If this had been a regular non-spoiler randomizer, this probably would have tacked on another hour.
Yeah,
this would have been a pretty free seed. It's like I was halfway through this, I was wishing this was like a co-op. And I was like, man, like me and Cutie, I was like, man, we would have destroyed this thing. Because he would have just gone straight to Rick Shape. It's like, here's everything, and then okay, you do Brinstar, and then we're done. Like, I would have been like faffing around in Dark World for an hour while he found everything. I'd be like, oh, okay, GG.
Oh, Outrageous is gonna save the animals! He's going, he's doing it! Or he's gonna taunt you, like Solsky does.
The only thing this seed you'd have to do, like this is the first time I've seen Ice Rod and Turtle Rock in a combo. Like I see it in vanilla all the time, but that would be the only thing that.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but that's the only question to see is when do you make that play?
Fair enough.
It's like a lot of the SM stuff I probably would have done in a similar order. I mean, you probably would have done like maybe like Thieves Town and like the Village of Outcast stuff. Yeah. Come up with nothing.
You know what?
All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, Outrageous has finally finished up in last place, unfortunately, but he still finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 42 seconds. Get your GGs in chat.
Chad, for him, he put on a good show. We'll get him in here, hopefully. Maybe he'll want to speak.
Yep, we are. He's coming.
I mean, the part that really has stuck with me for this whole race was Bressingham shooting the power bomb block going to Waterway, knowing he had to come back. And I was like, there's something down there. He's going to have to come back for it because he's mad, because he's shooting.
See, yeah, Sepper didn't see the spoiler log, so he didn't know what was down there. I knew.
That's just your reaction was perfect. You're like, oh no, I can't go down there right now.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
There we go. I pressed it.
All right, now you should be coming in here, Sam.
I pressed it. Oh, not bad. There he is.
And we have Outrageous joining us here in the chat. Outrageous, GG.
Thank you.
So how do you feel after that?
Rock was not very nice to you.
I was just playing really sloppily, and that really got me. That and my sloppy Dragon, 7-8 minutes sunk right.
Yeah, fair enough. But still, otherwise, how did you feel about that seed outside of that?
It was probably the most friendly spoiler seed I've seen ever.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling. That seems to be the consensus from everyone.
Everything just routed in nicely. It was like, I feel there was a little bit that I could have probably dropped from a safety perspective, but it's like, you know what? 5 of us finished within 25 minutes of each other. It's not bad. That's a pretty tight seed. It was early wreck ship play, which led into the last little bit of grabbing things in Dark World or Light World to prep you for clearing all of Super Metroid. I thought it was awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, this seems to be the week of like just really fast seeds in general, because I had a Link to the Past seed I commed earlier this week that was super fast. So yeah, you guys just had a lucky day today. But again, that's only considering the fact that you had the spoiler log. I don't think it would have been that drastic a change, but I think if this had just been a regular randomizer without the spoilers, it would have probably added at least a good amount of time to your run.
So, looking at my notes, things that would have totally slowed it up was Ice Rod and Mimic Cave is one. Charge Beam and Hook Shot, just that positioning. Flute or Hook Shot in Mire Shed. Like, there's a couple of really, really not nicely placed items that when it routed beautifully, but without knowing that, it could be really, really messy.
I don't think the charge beam, yeah, if you don't hover it, you probably wouldn't find charge beam. But like, you're gonna go up Death Mountain with like mirror and hammer, right? And then you're gonna find the glove, and then you're gonna go, okay, I'll just do Dark Death Mountain. And then yeah, I guess if you don't hover it, then you'll probably never find charge beam in the seed. But like, this seed was throwing supers at you. Like, if you couldn't hover, I think the right thing to do was just get the supers for Billy, and then just get charged on the way to Mother Brain, and not even do anything before then.
I skipped a lot of supers and I was just going for just regulars because I'm terrible at Zeb skip. I've never really practiced it, but I'm just terrible the couple of times I've tried. So I grab missiles purely to make sure I can get through to Mother Brain, and Charge Beam helps keep that safe. So I didn't grab most of the supers. I was at like 35. Was 20 when I went into Ridley. Moon Pearl at Waterway was also trolly, especially where Speed Booster was, being in Wreck Ship. But it gave you gravity nice and cleanly, which was nice.
Yeah, immediately after Speed Booster, so it was pretty much telling you, hey, you got the Speed Booster. Let's go ahead and use that.
And you're all set for Dragon. You were literally clean to go. So it was like, why not?
Dragon's the only thing I didn't totally mess up, so.
I went in with a really low missile count and spent probably a minute just dodging swoops to get recharges.
So that's what you did, because I noticed you took a pretty decent amount of time on Dragon there, so that's what that was about.
Yep, that was purely because I was out of missiles, and yeah. My grade, it is what it is. Phantoon, okay. Link to the Past, I think, was beautifully executed outside of Turtle Rock, so it was a good seed. I was happy.
Sounds good. So I think that's a good call for us to wrap this up on. Any final thoughts from you guys before we call it a night?
GG's the breast, honestly. That's it.
Yeah, GG's.
Thanks. GG's, everyone. It's really fun.
Yep, absolutely. So with that, if you guys enjoyed our runners here, make sure you give them a follow on their respective Twitch channels. Bressingham, Voight, Outrageous, Maximum Barnage, and Apathy Doug. And you know what? Throw some love to Cheesenator as well if you guys can look him up. And of course, shout out to our tracker, Link40, who helped us out here tonight. And of course, myself and my co-commentator, Semper Fire Dog. Semper, always a pleasure working with you, my friend.
Always a pleasure with you as well, Shades. And for that, guys, I'm glad you guys had fun. We had fun. I had fun, even though I had no idea what was going on. It was great. And with that, I hope to see you all next week and next month.
Indeed. And on behalf of everyone here at the Speed Gaming family, my name is The Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on!